I'm really honored to be a part of Women's History Month. In my mind, I'm kind of working day to day, so it's a very humbling experience to be able to be selected to be a part of this and to be able to share my gifts with the city of Cleveland for this month. To my right, this is called Awakening Mind, Body, and Soul. And I intentionally utilize art as meditation, as well as you intentionally using colors that represent the 7 chakras of the body. So I am also a Reiki practitioner, and so a lot of my artwork deals with self-healing, self-help, and empowerment. And so I actually use the color green because it's associated with the heart chakra and giving and receiving love. And I also like to use symbols from, Adinkra symbols that is from West Africa to help to convey my message.
My experience as an artist is wide-ranging. I started out as a professional photographer and then sort of migrated into working in painting because I didn't feel that the photography was enough for me creatively. So, I just sort of was looking for other outlets. And then painting just sort of fit me. This is Seatown, and this is a print on canvas. It was originally created on wood. So a lot of textures in here. A lot of palette knife is what I used for this one. I did a whole series of Cleveland paintings, and it seemed like, when you, as an artist, you get into, I'm gonna do all landscapes, and I'm into this, and it was Cleveland all the time. And I said, okay, I got enough Cleveland paintings, so go to the canvas, and there Cleveland pops up again. So
I love this city, and I loved coming into the city and the vibrancy that we have here now. And I loved working the public art to paint these and to be a part. I thought it only when the call went out, I'm like, oh my God, I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to showcase my work along other beautiful people of our city. And just now that we are making history here, in general, just not only in art, but with a lot of other things. So I feel very honored. This is, I call it the kaleidoscope history. These 2 pieces can be found. These are the original illustrations of 2 murals that are in the Cleveland Public Auditorium, up on the ramps as you go up to the balcony level. I love color, as you can see. And the history of this is stemming off of the circuses that were there for many, many years. So I wanted to kind of bring the circus in, and also the elaborate flower shows they had, but also, and this is a little, when you look at these, I also have elements of the architecture in the building. So like these lions actually are on the outside of the public auditorium that people might not necessarily notice. So that's that incorporation, and the flowers here are actually detail work like around the doorways of the public auditorium. So that is, and I love the color, and I thought it would be fun to bring it all together.
My journey as an artist started in high school when my art teachers grabbed me up and decided to put me in their art course, which was on course for college. And then I had a couple of classes at Tri-C East and Metro, and then about 30-something years later, I returned to art. It means a lot to be here, to be selected. It's a huge accomplishment for me. The piece on my right, it's a picture of my daughter. She took a selfie, and the selfie was beautiful. Like, all of her pictures are beautiful anyway, but this one just showed how she is a whole person. She's happy. She knows that she's met some challenges, and she's sitting in her purpose right now. This is actually titled Typical Cleveland Street, and it is of a typical Cleveland street, one that you would find just regular. However, sunsets can transform places. So this reference picture was beautiful, and I just wanted to take it and make it my own.
I'm so excited about being here for the Women's History Month exhibit. This is my first time. I've never done this before. So it's very exciting to be displayed with these other really accomplished artists. The Fountain of Eternal Life is the iconic fountain that is on Mall C, downtown Cleveland. So I painted it. And I painted it in kind of a hyper-realistic tones, super saturated colors, just because that's how it talks to me. I was looking at the skyline, and you know how over the lake especially, the clouds can get very, very dark and very, very foreboding. And I thought, these clouds look like charcoal. Wait a minute. Why can't I took a picture of it and I rendered it in charcoal with a little bit of light right on the horizon, because that's how we are. I wanted to show how the lake can get very, very angry, and the lake can be really overwhelming to a lot of people who don't know its power and its majesty, basically, you know, because who doesn't love that moving water?
My inspiration is about being able to tell women's stories. I just have this gift of being able to see auras, and what I see in auras over women are flowers. So in my work, those are not headdresses. Those are actually the spiritual auras that I see every day over women. So when you look at my work, and sometimes you see this great bouquet, but you might see very prominent flowers displayed, that actually tells part of her story, of her blossoming. So it's all about the seeds that we plant during our journey as women, that there's a harvest, a bounty. So that's what I'm demonstrating, you know, when I show the flowers kind of springing forth.
Women can't find enough outlets to show their work. There's so many talented women out there, and I like to encourage my students to show their work, a lot of the women, you know, because you know, we have that humility about us, and you know, we do it because we like it, right? But you know, if you're painting something and you're putting it away, what good is it? Putting it in a closet, you know, people need to get out there. Your paintings need to be out so for people to see them, and enjoy your individuality and enjoy your creativity and your creative mind. And you'd be surprised how that sparks creativity in other people.